What's up, party people? This is Tarkus Jude Mossberg here from Facebook in Clam Gulch, Alaska. Jude's Junk comic book shop and YouTube channel. And there was a couple videos I want to do, so we might do it both in here. One is it a time to sell your bigger books? And two, are 9.9s and 9.10s losing value? So is it a time to sell right now? The market is getting hotter. I've been saying this for a year. A lot of people are still out of the loop. They don't have GPA, they don't buy a lot. They're still thinking the market's tanking. And that is true. Maybe for smaller books, non-keys, stuff like that, it might still be going down. It hasn't, or books that haven't quite gotten to 2019 levels yet. Maybe I might gotta do it this way. They get to 2019 levels and then you see them kind of go back up. That's what we're seeing, a lot of trending. So if a book fell slower, but didn't get down to 2019 levels, but GPA is showing that it's just still going straight down, that might go down to 2019 levels. And then you're gonna, and then what we're seeing is people buying it again, and they're going back up. So the collectibles market is hot. There's a lot of people, a lot of YouTube channels that are saying that as well. Cards are getting hot. Comics were slow to catch back up, but they're starting to. I'm seeing prices going back up. For whatever reason, I'm not here to debate why it's getting hotter. It just seems to be getting hotter. Prices going up for all the big blue chip keys. People getting back into it, looking for alternative investments, whatever. So I ran into a situation recently where I kind of slowed down on buying some books and was selling a lot of books. And it was great. And so I kind of made a decision to slow down on the buying and really focus on selling my inventory. I have so many books I haven't even posted on my website yet, and I waste a lot of time looking on auctions to buy more. It takes away from my time to put books online and sell them, and so I'm really trying to focus on selling some books, getting them on my website at least, so then they're available. So my clients say they can't see all my books, and then I'll pull something up and they'll be like, dude, you have that? And I was like, I've had it for 5 years and I just can't get it up. Can't get the book up on a website somewhere, whether it's my Facebook page or my website, judesjunk.com, or my stores like Whatnot. I'm loading all my books in my Whatnot store, loading the books into TikTok, but I can't do a store until I have 500 followers, so I'm trying to get the 500 followers, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, I know some people that have been real big collectors in certain niche markets, and I'm seeing them liquidate everything. We're talking about $10,000 books, $8,000 books, related books that might be under that, but bigger books. And a lot of specialty 9.9s and 10.0s, signature series events, Todd McFarlane stuff. Recently, a few people from some groups that I'm a part of are just selling everything. Everybody has different reasons, whether it's raising money to buy a house, or I want to get into a different type of collectible right now. I've had my fun with this type. I'm going to sell these and focus on something else. Whatever reason it is, it seems like a good time to sell. It seems like, back in 2020, 2021, when everybody was buying, that was a good time to sell. The last 3 years was a good time to buy, and everybody was selling. So what does the old saying say? When everybody is afraid, be greedy, and when everybody's greedy, be afraid. So I've been buying a lot since the market was going down and tanking. I was, when everybody else is afraid, be greedy, and I was being greedy this last 3 years and buying up a lot. And I think it is now time to focus on selling those. I don't know why things are changing. I don't know why it might be a great time to sell, other than people are buying, prices are going up. So there you go, that's enough. I don't know why some people are selling bigger books. Recently, Swaggelhouse did a video on the value of 9.9s and 10.0s going down. He was watching the Heritage auction, and I've seen his videos in the past year or so, and most 9.9s were going for 20 to 30x what a 9.8 would go for. I have put my books up for sale, and people say, how can you charge that much for a 9.9? I go, that's kind of industry standard, 20x, 30x for a 9.9. And most of these are like keys or even minor keys, Spider-Man 1, is a $3 book, ungraded, $5 book maybe, depending on grade, of course. But, a 9.9 signed, 10.0 signed, it could be worth 10,000. So, I did a video on how I sent in a 9.9 to get a new label. The label looked a little rough. Those 9.9 labels, they look like they're faded. So when I bought it on an auction a few years back, the label looked faded, but that's what 9.9s do. They have a different color, like a kind of soft silver or whatever, and they looked faded. But it actually was faded, the label was, and the book was faded, so I sent it in to get a new label, and it came back in 8.5. That's how much damage was on that 9.9 in that case, in that old case. So what you're seeing is a lot of 9.9s, older cases, beware of, selling. And I say that, and I'm like, do I have 9.9s that are in older cases? I could be biting off my own tongue. So, 9.9s in older cases, maybe even 9.9s in newer cases. I don't know. Swagahos did this video on the 9.9s dropping in value, that they didn't seem to go for what they were going for before, or they were going way under their last sale. The last sale was 28,000, they were going for 18,000. I mean, depending on how much you invested in the book, maybe you don't care, maybe you put in 5,000, and you're like, okay, I only got 18 instead of 20, and then I had to pay 20% to Heritage, so that's another $3,000. So I walked with 15 grand. Then you got to tax the $10,000 profit on that, and that's 35%. So another $3,000 in taxes. So maybe you still walked with $7,000 profit. So that could be a win. But when we're just looking at values of 9.8s, 9.9s, and 10.0s, and this is just from what I'm seeing, because I'm on a lot. I'm on a lot of GPAs. I'm on a lot of auctions. I'm getting ready to send in a 9.9, Batman 608 9.9 to Jim Lee. And it'll be my second time sending a 9.9, cracking it, and trying to see if I'm going to recover that 9.9 grade. And if I lose a grade from a 9.9 to a 9.8 to get Jim Lee to sign, then that'll be two 9.9 books I've sent in that have been cracked, regraded, and came back lower than a 9.9. If that happens, that is going to be the final nail in the coffin for me on trusting 9.9s. Then maybe it was a 9.9 when it went in the case, but if the difference between a 9.8 and 9.9 is so small, maybe the case can't protect a 9.9. That's in the way where we want it to stay a 9.9. If it can't, just because it was a 9.9 when it got graded, but now it's really a 9.8 sitting in a 9.9 case. What do they say? Buy the book, not the plastic. But you can't tell with your eye what the difference is between a 9.9 and 9.8. But I'm losing confidence in 9.9s. I don't know I think the market is. I think the prices are going down. That's my gut feeling. I have some 9.9s. I have some great 9.9s. I'm trying to move them for what I think is fair value. It's a very unique market that's paying those prices. So maybe I need to just put some of my 9.9s up for sale on Heritage or Comic Connect or whatnot, and just see what I get for them. I just thought of an auction site I can go to where you only pay $500 instead of a flat percentage. So I might do that. And I've been on that auction recently, and the prices have been high. Like, I'm looking at the prices, and they're like, not just a little bit higher, but way higher than recent 90-day sales. And I'm like, what are people doing? So, I don't know how to edit videos. I'm not really good at that. We'll come back and do a final result after that Batman 608 9.9, unless someone buys it before the Jim Lee sign and they want to do it. But if it comes back in 9.9 sign, then I'm going to have renewed confidence in a 9.8. I know someone sent in a 9.9 to Todd McFarlane, 9.9, and it stayed in 9.9 when he got his signature on it. So it's more of an expensive test or market research thing, because it'll be my second 9.9 in a row that I've lost. So anyways, happy hunting, guys, and we'll let you know from beautiful Alaska. Take care.